Thank you, Claire.
Thank you, Claire.
Yeah, Claire, you're all right.
Oh, Claire's gonna get you.
Yeah.
It-
You're first.
I don't think Claire needs everybody to like her. You know, she's pretty mature that way, right?
Yeah. I said I like Claire okay. I didn't say, Claire can burn in a dumpster fire. Claire's okay. Claire's all right.
I'm just trying to mitigate here. We don't know her full power.
Welcome back to Shattered Worlds RPG. I'm your Loremaster, Jeff, and with me tonight are some of my favorite people, Ash.
Hello.
Jayme.
Hello.
Kristy.
Hello.
And AJ.
Howdy.
Let's get right down to business. Crunch is in a hallway fight. Just going to town. Him and Keziah just took out two of the Emperor's Skyblades, who are like the toughest mercs in the universe. Sorry, there's some bullshit going on in the chat, and I feel like
My fault.
I feel like we need to address it. No one at the orgy appreciating my Darkwing Duck impression.
Sad face, sad face, sad face.
I'm not supposed to be laughing this loud this late at night, but goddamn, it's so good. Also, I just want everyone to know, Hubert is still on my screen.
Oh.
Oh, good.
Oh,
Oh, good.
He was never taken down. He haunts my computer now.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
Hubert.
Yeah, it's so
He's
good.
been summoned. For the listener who doesn't get to appreciate this, Jeff's Zoom.
Yeah, after last episode, I replaced my Zoom profile with the little ghosty of Hubert.
So cute.
It's really cute. We should put a link to that little meme somewhere in the show notes so people can see Hubert.
Yeah, just start crediting Hubert in every episode.
I'm just gonna go into my files and send it to you.
Just put him in as like our spiritual advisor.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hubert,
Yeah.
the drain ghost.
Former mouse, I think we decided.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, enough about Ash's orgy. Let's get messy in the hallway. Okay, you see two shapes come out into the hallway. They're like cloaked, suited figures. You just see the motion. And then you hear somebody around the corner say, "We don't want to hurt you. We just want to talk."
So wait, who's all in the hall again? Just
So you're in the hallway with two beaten up people.
Okay.
And then, I don't know, 50 feet down where you came into this corridor, two shapes just came through the door. And around the corner from them, like back in that main hangar area, cargo bay,
Okay.
somebody is telling you they just want to talk.
Well, I think Crunch is probably still hopped up on Keziah's happy murder combat pills. So he's just going to be like, "Toss down your weapons and show yourselves, cowards!" And like do some more fisticuffs.
Okay. You see Abelard Ondashar peek his head through the door, and he kind of like smiles awkwardly and then gives a little head shake, and the two goons turn off their cloaking fields and, set their weapons back over their shoulders. And he says, Ambassador?
I'm just staring through my, red haze of massacre mode, and I'm just gonna be like, "Oh, hey, I know you. Yeah. Are we done fighting?"
Yes. I just want to make sure our coworkers are. He's doing something with his wrist. He's like, life signs look okay. All right. Well, should I join you down there, or you want to come back to the cargo bay?
I guess I've killed everyone. Sure, why not? So I'll just mosey on down the hall.
Gale, what's Keziah doing? And remember, this is evil Keziah.
Oh God.
Who's bubbly and speaks with a twang.
Although, if you possess them, I think then it's just you at that point.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
not
can't
really-
kind of just make you do whatever I want, huh?
Sure can.
Yep.
But only Crunch will know. Well, and Gale, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and Gale's recording. Recording for sure. To be deployed later, followed by
no.
a return of a certain how to avoid sinkholes. All right, so I guess evil Keziah goes on and says, "Yeah, I'd suggest we stop the fighting."
Okay, so he says, well, I'll just wait here. You guys want to... And the two guys go back into the cargo bay, and he just kind of stands awkwardly at the corridor and, like, whatever. There's probably doors there. Maybe they slide. I don't know. This is a sci-fi spaceship situation, right?
Yeah, just some sci-fi. Just a little bit of sci-fi.
Just a little bit.
Poquito. Un poquito.
Well, well, we really showed them, hey, Keziah.
Yeah, if you mean killing everyone, yeah, you killed a lot of people. I can't even remember what I gave you, but it did a lot.
I did. I'm probably going to regret this whole evening later. Now I feel pretty good, though, so...
Yeah, you're gonna come back with a pretty nasty hangover, but it'll be fine.
That's good. What about conscience-wise? What are we talking?
Oh, you won't remember a ding-dang thing.
Okay, cool, yeah. This would haunt my nightmares, let me tell you.
Yeah, you're gonna want to stave that off, though. You want a donut?
Sure.
And I hand him the old donut.
Not the donut.
Not the... Now, just so we're clear, this is a simulated OG donut, right?
This is a simulated OG donut. It cannot be the real one because it would not be in the simulation. I can only have access to items that you would recognize.
Okay. Okay. Well, I'm just going to... my hands they're a bit bloody right now. I'll have that later. Thank you.
Abelard hands you a cloth napkin that's like embroidered with the Emperor's seal on it and shit. And then he says, my favorite is butternut. And he reaches out to take it from you.
Oh, no, that's fine. Thank you, Abby. But he can have it when he wakes up.
Do you think he's going to do that at any point? And he looks down at you like, what are we doing here?
I'm trying to be subtle about it.
Well, I think the ambassador's pretty smart. Surely he's figured this out by now, Keziah.
You haven't been around him as long as I have, Abby.
He's a very specific kind of smart, not so much general purpose smart.
Take over people's bodies to get people out of simulations has been my favorite improv prompt of this entire show.
At that very moment, I was just thinking, thank God this is a podcast, so I will get to remember this moment forever. Poor Crunch. So Abelard decides to keep up the pretense and heads back into the cargo bay.
Now, can I say something here?
Pretty please.
I would like to remind Jayme
Yes.
that Crunch has seen Keziah, even though she's been kind of like, the donuts are not nutritious and all these other things. Like, she's kept this donut.
That's
And
true.
She's actually been like a little bit possessive of it, and she just tried to hand it back to Crunch like it was nothing.
That is exceptionally out of character. Oh, is this going to be like my lamp?
I had several planned after listening to today, and this was the first one I had.
I think this is probably, that's an excellent point. I think this would definitely be like a shock to Crunch's system. Having the beloved donut just handed to him as a snack after all we've been through.
Mhm.
It should be in the Louvre.
I think as I see you start having that realization, I kind of lean in and go, hey, Crunch, want to know a secret real quick?
I suppose.
All right, lean in real close, real close.
He leads in.
Okay, I'm not Keziah, I'm Gale, and you're in a simulation. You need to wake up.
Ah! Do I wake up? What happens?
I can't remember how we decided that the waking up process should go. I think you will shake and rattle and in your little VR frame, and the wires are going everywhere. But a little part of you isn't quite sure. So we cut over to Alecto, who's being chatted at by Abelard Ondashar, he's changed his outfit into like a really kind of sexy Miami Vice-y kind of suit with like the top 3 buttons unbuttoned. And obviously it's doing nothing for Alecto, but it looks awesome.
Alecto's like surreptitiously trying to button. Looks like it came up and you got a little. Thank God.
Yeah, sorry about
You
that.
forgot something.
So what do you think? Would you like to work with the Emperor full time?
Not particularly. I don't think. Would Alecto have cause to want to work with the Emperor?
Well, I think what I said last time was that if you don't take the deal,
Right.
Crunch will go to jail. They'll turn in Gale. I don't think they said anything about Keziah.
Was still a lot of blackmailing going on.
I can't remember if they specifically said they'd blow up the ship.
They said something about blowing up the station or something.
The ship, Hatima's ship.
Hatima's ship, yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna work with the Emperor. Why not? Sounds like a plan.
All right. Well, let's go see what's going on in the next room, shall we?
Okay.
Okay. So you guys walk a boring time down the hallway, and then you go through this incredible, like, shifting sort of cylindrical tube that looks like it's taking you through the time-space vortex. And then you get to the other side, and you're in one of the airlocks back onto Hatima's ship. And Hatima's standing there with her hands like handcuffed behind her. There's a couple goons there. And there's another Skyblade here to walk you into the ship.
I'll wave to Hatima and mouth, I have this. I got this.
Okay, she smiles and mouths, I know. All right, they open the interior door and you all go back into the ship. And she tells you to go to the gym, or Abelard says, go to the gym and we'll send for you when it's time. Hatima has a great gym on her ship with a dojo, fighting square and stuff.
I'll blow a kiss to Hatima and then I'll go meditate or try to meditate. I'm terrible at meditating, but I'm trying to meditate in the exercise hall.
Okay, you step into the exercise hall thinking you're going to meditate, and the music is just blasting, like just really loud, poppy, like fast dance music. And who is in the gym? It's going to be Crunch. And he is lifting weights. He's doing squats, and I think Narfon is spotting him.
This tracks.
Narfon is shorter than him, but somehow they make it work.
Not at all questioning my sense of reality here.
No, I mean, you all have to work out because you're in space so much, but,
Right.
You have artificial gravity, so it's most people are pretty lazy about it. I don't know about Crunch.
I'm just picturing Crunch with like giant weights.
Yeah.
600 pounds, just doing squats.
Yeah. He's got huge weights and like really small shorts, like shiny 80s
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
glossy
no.
shorts.
That's an
And a
accident
and a
waiting to
sweatband.
happen.
Hey, Jeff, what does Narfon sound like, real quick?
You got this, Crunch. You got this. Yeah. Push it. Push it. Good
Okay,
form.
wonderful.
Keep your form. Keep it steady. You got this. Oh. 7. Just 43 more.
All right, knowing how he sounds now, I'm gonna jump into the Narfon.
I think Narfon's a lady, but let me back up and make sure.
Is Narfon a lady? I didn't get a gender on them before in the last session. I didn't get a gender.
Narfon Yabrina Melier. It's the ship's gunner and cook. I have nothing in terms of her looks, her height, her weight, her outfits, her makeup.
But her
So-
gender is a she.
Yeah, so we're making canon here go nuts.
Okie dokie, wonderful. I just, for some reason, when I heard the name Narfon, my brain immediately went Snarf from He-Man.
Yep.
Yes.
Not quite
Yes.
that short.
Narf, narf.
That was Thundercats.
I was
Thundercats,
gonna
right.
say, I didn't want to.
Thank you, because I knew I was wrong, and I couldn't figure out how I was wrong. I did the same thing with Les Mis and Sweeney Todd today.
Easily confused.
Yes.
Kristy, you just saved us from just a mountain of hate. Man.
Thank you so
Thank you so
much.
Yes.
much. Yeah.
Actually,
You saved us from all of those X posts we were going to get and not read because we're not on there anymore.
Mm, mm.
But anyway, yeah, Narfon starts speaking up again, like, wow, I can't believe how strong you are, Crunch. It's so great that we're here and no one's trying to be peaceful and meditate in here.
Oh, why would anybody want to do that? Oh, Alecto, hi.
Hello.
Hi, Alecto. What you doing?
Just hanging out, I guess, until the Emperor comes and makes me do a thing that I don't want to do.
Oh, what don't you want to do?
Work with the Emperor, but I don't really have a choice.
Oh, why not?
Well, let me tell you all about it, and I will. Little
Yeah.
exposition.
And that's how Gale gets to know what the hell happened before she entered this simulation.
That's amazing. So, quick montage, and now I'll let Crunch play himself because this is a straight normal Crunch. No evil yet, as far as we know.
No goat man.
Just a standard heavyweight lift and crunch, you know? If I don't lift, I die.
Do you have a bench, bro?
Can you beat these glutes? I don't think so.
Gotta have the right protein powder, bro.
Can you even touch these heavy things?
After the set, let's go get some brewskis.
Gotta counteract all this hard work to maintain this elegant physique.
There will be exactly 10 minutes of game time after this recording is done.
Oh, this is important gaming. This is important to the overall experience.
Yep.
Crunches, we've never seen them before.
Yeah, far too much crunch. Jeff,
Does Alecto comment on the shortness of these shorts?
What's the inseam?
Yeah, Alecto really doesn't have any opinion about male genitalia, so.
they're not that short.
Does she have opinions
If
about
you're
dick
hanging
slips?
out, then it's,
No.
that's none of my business.
I am officially decent here, you know?
Just the tip.
The inseam is 2.
Crunch is an old man. There's just testicles dangling down
Yeah.
there.
Good God. Fuck.
If not a ball, then at least some of the sack skin.
Don't say sack skin on my podcast.
This isn't the fancy one. I'll say what I please.
Why does it sound so elegant? Like here at Shattered Worlds, we have only the finest sack skin.
Put it in the bloopers, I dare you.
Jesus. Oh my God.
Poor Jeff. He's gonna have to do so much editing.
I mean,
There's going to be so much post-production on this episode.
I might keep it in. I mean, sometimes you're on a roll. You know, you've got sack skin there. Why not use it?
That's what I say every night before bed.
So I think we're all caught up there. So
Yep.
Narfon.
Hey, Lord Dad, did I get any new information about what happened in the simulation before I got here?
Sure, yeah. So
Once I asked Alecto very nicely.
yeah, Alecto was told by Abelard Ondashar, who's apparently evil in this simulation,
Oh, tight.
that the Emperor will destroy the Acheron and send Crunch to jail and turn in Gale. And no discussion of what'll happen to Keziah, but like that's the situation there.
So did he say that he was going to destroy Crunch in front of Crunch?
No, this was in private.
Oh, this was private?
When Alecto was telling Narfon, did you put that part in?
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, wonderful. Yep.
I'll spill the beans. Lecto's gormless. Like, has no idea. Like, whatever. Crunch is here. I trust Crunch.
So how does totally normal and not evil Crunch handle that revelation?
That doesn't sound like him at all. It's such an odd thing to say. Maybe it was a joke. If for the viewers, I'm lifting weights over here.
Yeah, normally Lardo's pretty chill. And so's the Emperor usually. A little uptight, but he's usually chill.
Did Narfon just call Abelard Lardo?
Yep.
And they haven't met as far as Crunch knows. But Crunch isn't here.
This isn't.
Yeah, Crunch
this
is
isn't-
Gale's
Crunch is
here.
simulated.
Does Alecto notice the discrepancy, or is she just like, maybe they ran into each other?
Has Alecto talked to Narfon enough to know that she doesn't have a nickname for it?
Yeah, I don't really know Narfon.
There you go.
So,
Slips
yeah.
right past.
The whole thing with Crunch, dressed like a, jazzerciser from the 80s.
It's distracting.
Distracting.
Gale's just having fun with these simulations and getting away with saying whatever she wants while she's inhabiting these different bodies without realizing that later it could get out from the person she's trying to wake up.
So yeah, does she respond in any way?
Narfon or Alecto?
Alecto.
I'm sorry, what?
For Ash's sake, could you say what Narfon said again about Lardo and all that?
Yeah, Lardo and the Emperor are pretty chill. I mean, the Emperor's uptight sometimes, but I mean...
I'm chill. I don't know. I get a little mummery from them both. Like they're kind of sounds like they're making stuff up, or I don't know. There's something kind of off about this whole thing. I can't quite put my finger on it.
I don't know.
Alecto says, staring at Crunch. He's deadlifting massive amounts of weight.
Narfon has stopped spotting him.
Something seems really off, and I can't quite put my finger on it.
I don't know. I mean, Gale's pretty powerful. Like, they're probably intimidated by her for sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And, like, they know she's powerful magically, but they also probably know that she's not very powerful physically. And, like, you're, like, really strong. Like, didn't you punch a hole in a ship?
Yeah. So?
So does Alecto react to that? Because Narfon doesn't know you punched a hole in a ship.
Oh, that's a good point.
I feel like we need a roll here.
Yeah, I think
Let's
so.
get a light check.
Oh, good. My dump stat.
Oh no.
That's a 10-sided die. I rolled a 6. My light is an 8, so it's a total of 14.
I'll say it like this. If word about that awesome event has hit the news or like the grapevine, it's conceivable that Narfon would have heard about it. But you also know that like if they had heard about it, that's all they'd want to talk about with you.
Mm-hmm. Because it's awesome. That's why. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you might want to follow it up with the whole story. I don't know.
So, Narfon, pleasure to meet you.
Oh, nice to meet you too, man. Nice to meet you too.
Also, how did you know about me punching a hole in a spaceship?
Oh, well, you see, it's actually really interesting. So anyway, I heard it from
Me, Crunch says.
Naturally, it's me.
That's one of Alecto's best stories.
yeah, it is
Yeah,
one
well,
of her
that makes
best
sense.
stories, right next to the one about the butternut squash.
Crunch doesn't seem to register that.
God damn it.
You hear a ping on the intercom, and you hear Hatima's voice, and she sounds a little shaky, and she says, "We're pulling into Devarikar space now. You might want to take a seat." should be normal, but you never know. And you come out of hyperspace and you feel your innards twist and you can't remember your name for a second, but everything goes back to normal. Gale, you know it's not real.
Yeah.
It's not quite that sophisticated. And Alecto, that's it. They don't call you to the bridge or anything.
I'm pretty sure I heard correctly, but just say it again. We landed on Devarikar, right?
Well, you'd be in orbit.
We'd be in orbit. We're around Devarikar,
Yeah.
the planet with the fucked up ecology.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Oh man, I haven't been here before. What's it like? I've heard there's like a whole bunch of weird shit on this planet.
Well, there's crunch grass, named after our esteemed colleague.
It's true.
There's all kinds of awful beasts. The people aren't very nice. It's generally just not a very fun place. 1 out of 5 stars. Do not recommend.
Fair enough. I've heard a lot of really nasty shit about it. Was it true it's just covered in sinkholes? Light check.
Yeah, was it covered in sinkholes?
You ran into 3, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. This is a little better. 13. A little worse, I mean.
Well, I mean, it's less likely that Narfon would have heard about the sinkholes. But there again, Crunch was there for that, so he may just have a real obsession with the ecology there. What does Crunch say about his fellow citizens in response to like they're all right or whatever?
Oh, like what would Crunch think of the people of Devarikar?
Yeah.
Oh, they're stinky.
Or the goat. I don't know.
Oh, he would go off about the goat. He'd be like, my nemesis. It's been plotting against me this whole time. In between squats, of course.
Keziah runs in. Real Keziah.
Dun dun dun.
You're outside in the main room, and you've almost got Crunch out, and you see that Alecto is like anxious and a little, I don't know, suspicious. But Crunch, you think Crunch is coming out.
Okay. So this is Keziah outside
Keziah
of the
actual,
simulation.
yeah.
Okay.
I believe your last thing we saw her do is dose Crunch.
She'll try to dose Alecto then, I guess.
Hell yeah.
Fun. Don't do
Alright,
drugs, kids.
Give me a medicine roll. Bust out that pharmacy.
Yep. It is a 24.
Oh,
I didn't roll well.
Yeah, what kind of effects do you want for Alecto here?
I believe with Crunch, it was trying to calm him down. So
Yeah, but
I
it
guess
kind of went combat focus, which got weird, but that probably won't happen to Alecto.
yeah. Well, I think she would still try to do the same thing that she did to Crunch because it seemed to work in the end.
Great point.
Yeah.
Okay, and Crunch gives out a big, deep breath and yanks the leads off his head there. And Crunch, you are now just a regular guy.
Welcome back.
What?
You might want to sit up slowly.
That's the only way I can sit up, but thank you.
I would also recommend drinking a lot of water. Why am I suddenly speaking with an accent?
Oh no, I'm definitely still asleep.
It's post-simulation sickness.
Yeah.
And technically, you're not seated exactly. It's sort of like a 3/4, but like you have to be seated enough in case you poo, and then all the stuff goes into a basket.
Oh my
We
god.
didn't need to know that though. You could have just let me sit up, Jeff.
And you're the one getting upset about sack skin.
Really?
I mean, obviously, it's all done with a suit. It's like a Dune situation.
Oh boy.
Nanobots are involved.
It's crafted from the finest sack skin.
Oh.
No.
I apologize.
Oh
Oh.
my god.
I-
That you have enforced that I must now keep the sack skin bit.
I'm sorry. What have I done?
You are so welcome.
Why? Okay. So I carefully sit up, and is there like how would I get water? Is it like a robot arm with a glass of?
Oh yeah, one of Grace's peripherals floats over and gives you just this giant glass, and it's chilled somehow. You don't know. Keeps it chilled for some reason.
He drinks too quickly and gets a freeze brain. And
Not like that. Drink it normally.
all
I
right.
could make it lukewarm if that would be more to your taste. That's the computer, Grace.
What about like flavored packets? Like grape or cherry? Anything?
Grape or cherry, or both at the same time?
Yes.
Give him something that's not going to make him throw up. He's had pharmaceuticals.
Of course. And a little snake thing floats over and dispenses 3.5 ounces of hydration maximum grape and cherry flavor.
Space Gatorade. Spacerade.
Yeah, Spacerade.
You are fully spaced.
I haven't been this hydrated in years.
So wait, real quick, just for the sake of maybe someone who was looking for their second gambit for waking up Crunch, is he up now?
He is definitely up.
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. I can stop looking for it in the transcript. Wonderful. Dead ass, if the donut didn't work, I was gonna go full on like season 5 finale speech.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice. I appreciate you looking at the transcripts.
We need you, Gale. Great speech.
Is Alecto responding at all?
Oh, yeah. Alecto is straight chilling. Alecto.
Hmm.
Keziah busts in with a submachine gun and like some wicked ass like combat shades on, and they start like, well, the lights go off suddenly, and then they start painting all three of you with different lights and like blinding you. I'm gonna need a roll. This is a water check to resist blinding.
Butternut?
I rolled a 2.
Oh.
Okay, you're totally dazzled.
I'm like the toughest chick around, and like I'm like, okay, I can dig it. I groovy.
Narfon puts her arm up just in time and is totally fine. Crunch is dazzled as well.
Yeah, man, groovy.
So, Alecto, you hear Keziah moving, but it's so faint. It's hard to know exactly where she is. You don't have your VR goggles on, or your virtual goggles on. So, I'm going to need a roll to sense where she is. Hey, Kristy, why don't you roll for your stealth? You have to be honest, though. This is evil Keziah. See,
Well-
you have to be honest because you're a player, but it's evil Keziah, so you can also lie.
God, y'all remember that episode of Doctor Who?
So I believe evil Keziah just scored a series of 10s, correct?
Holy shit!
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Absolutely.
Evil Keziah just used a legend point.
Stealth is shadow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, would she be using her chip?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Alecto
that-
knows all her capabilities, right?
Yeah.
Well, most of them. Or a good
Plus,
amount.
it's a game. If she's more badass than she is in real life, she
Yeah.
wouldn't know. Alecto wouldn't know, I mean.
Yeah.
Narfon says real loud, "Hey, here's a cool thing I like to say whenever anyone enters a room, butternut."
So it's a 15.
It's a 15.
Mm-hmm.
And am I doing some kind of awareness or perception?
Yeah, it's combat awareness.
Okay. So I have 2 ranks in that. But I rolled a 2
So 2 plus 4 is 6 plus.
and 8.
That's 14.
14. That's it.
Okay, you hear her feet coming up along beside you as if she's trying to come into hand-to-hand range.
Mm-hmm.
But I think she got higher, right?
Yes.
You got a 15, Kristy?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So at that point, you don't know where she went. Like, you've lost track of her. Narfon, you're not blinded. I'll let you roll a light check. Plus, we'll say it's yours plus your light plus 4.
So Gale's light plus 4.
Yeah.
23.
23. Yeah, totally. You can tell that she is going behind cover and her hand is you think she's about to pull a trigger.
Alecto, quick, she's do I know what she's hiding behind?
The pool table. No, wait, you're in a gym.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The pool table at the gym. No, the pool. Not the pool table, the pool.
The table that's a pool.
Yeah.
It's contact pool.
It's an ice bath. So it's big and chunky. You can duck behind that.
Quick, Alecto, she's behind the ice bath. Hit her with a colossal punch. Light check.
Initiative.
All right.
You
Light
too,
check.
Gale.
Okay. Am I using Gale stats?
Yes.
Good thing my wind is good.
I haven't rolled above a 4 yet.
I rolled a 1.
Oh no.
My last roll was an 8 and this one was a 2. I got a 15 initiative.
15 for Gale. Keziah, even though you're a made-up character, I'll take it. What is it altogether?
14.
14. And Alecto, you got a 1
Mm-hmm.
plus.
My initiative is 12,
So 12 altogether.
so 13.
13.
What's Crunch's initiative?
Oh, is Crunch getting involved?
I think that's up to you. He's evil Crunch.
Crunch is blinded. Well, you might as well roll, just in case.
Where's the combat horny drugs?
That's what I want to know.
Oh, I rolled a 9.
Keziah took them all.
Wow, Keziah really is evil in this one. And she doesn't even twang.
She can't. Her face is in a permanent, like, strychnine grin. She's like,
okay, so I guess that'd be an 18 total for evil Crunch.
Crunch
Okay.
is blind and goes first.
Evil Crunch says, or he starts to shout, "What's going on?" But then he hears in his ear mic, it's Keziah, and she says, "Crunch, take cover."
Fuck me, he's evil now.
And Crunch hides behind the squat machine with all the weights and draws his little gym pistol.
That counts as a
From
squat.
where? That's what we want to know.
Jayme put in the chat, that counts as a squat.
Jayme.
So Crunch takes cover. Do you want to? Would Crunch say anything back at this point?
Maybe like insult their muscle mass. I'm not sure what evil Crunch would say in this situation.
Evil Crunch would say that counts as a squat.
Yeah, that's this totally counts, bro.
Oh my god. So next is Gale. Gale, you or actually no.
I mean,
Grace is next.
Grace rolled a higher initiative than the rest of us.
Yeah. Grace says, "Alecto, get down! Something's messing with my system, Flargan butternut. Stress."
I
What?
was just about to ask.
There's a flash and a scrape as if she's gone offline.
Butternut. If anyone in this party dies, it has to be your last words. I'm calling it now.
Oh, if we remember at that point.
All right, Gale, what's your play?
Do I have Gale powers or do I have all the powers of Narfon? And if so, what are Narfon's powers?
As far as we know, Narfon's just a tough human who's really good at fighting. So I'd give you their fighting skills if you want to pick up a weight bar and go to town or something. Or hurl a big 50-pounder over there. Oh, didn't Crunch say... No, Keziah said use your compression punch. Who said that? Was that you?
Colossal
Narfon
punch.
said
To Alecto to use the colossal punch.
yes, and I was hoping that a light check would happen.
Like that would be strange for Narfon to know that ability.
Yeah, but I also understand that it's the middle of combat, so maybe they're not registering that right now.
Oh, I
Yeah,
failed my light check.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you failed it. You failed it for sure. Yeah. Well, yeah, no, then Gale doesn't know when's the next time she's going to be able to do this, so she just launches she has Narfon launch a big old 50-pound weight over the ice bath.
Hell yeah. So give me a wind check. Are throwing? Oh, that might be Earth.
Oh, okay, well, it doesn't matter what stat it is because I just rolled a 10.
Oh.
Nice.
Hell yeah!
A second 10 in a row. I wish I was fucking lying.
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Uh, should I use Gale stats or do you have an Earth stat in mind for Narfon?
We just use yours.
All right, then how's a tasty 36 sound?
Sounds pretty sweet. Plus her skill bonus. Yeah, that's a legendary success. Do you want to describe how this weight crests the ice bath and buries itself in evil Keziah's head and knocks her the fuck out?
I think it's like, I think what Narfon does is she looks next to the dead weight bar and sees like a 50-pound kettlebell and does this full on like, I'm almost imagining that it's like graceful. So like, like in dance, an illusion, it's kind of like a full like vertical 360 turn, like your torso goes down, your leg goes up. She goes to do that, and as she's down, she grabs the kettlebell, and when she comes back up, she launches it over the ice bath, and it just barrels into Keziah.
Amazing. There's just a crunch thunk, and Keziah's like scorpion arm dangles out and lays still.
I loosened that one for you.
So, unfortunately, we have to skip evil Keziah's turn. Alecto.
Evil Keziah is making water checks.
Far out, man.
Keziah's turn, she gurgles.
Yes.
Can we roll to see how far the jet of blood goes across the room?
Oh, nasty. It's just like a slow bloop, 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 kind of bloop, blurping out.
It'll like spray across the room and like it cause evil crunch in his crotch.
Oh no.
Terrible. So, but I don't think Alecto knows
No, I don't know what the
necessarily
hell's going on.
that her enemy's done, but I think somebody yelled at her to get down.
Yeah, so she starts dancing. I'm like blinded by these psychedelic lights. I'm on drugs. Like, it's a
Hell
party,
yeah.
man.
Just doing some inside dancing, blinking, hoping your eye vision comes back. And the door flies open again, and 3 goons come in now. And Crunch has no idea what the hell is going on because Keziah never gave him a chance to know until it was too late. So I think Crunch just kind of hangs out. And then Grace gets the lights back on right as these people rush in. And behind all of them comes in the Emperor. And he is in the flyest outfit, like gray and red and blue gloves, like all the way up to the elbow. Like he looks like a super villain. And he takes off his sunglasses and he folds them up, puts them in the pocket of his robe. And then he starts clapping. And then he points in the direction of Keziah's corpse, and a couple of the people go over and drag it out in that really gross way where you see a line of blood going along the ground. Scrape. And now Crunch is pretty worried.
Alecto's pretty worried now.
Yeah, how does she react when she sees Keziah as the
Kaya's
one being
corpse.
dragged out?
Yeah.
Maybe alive. You're not sure.
Yeah, but still, there's a lot of blood, and half of her head's a kettlebell now, so not looking good.
She got a new kettlebell implant.
And Alecto will roar and charge the Emperor.
Oh my god. That's amazing. Gale, you could intervene if you want. Because you're ahead of Alecto in the count.
Wait, did Alecto not get... Did Crunch get a second turn?
Crunch was just hiding out because he wasn't sure what to do.
Okie dokie. So just for my brain, the combat order has started over.
Yeah, the combat's pretty much was over for a brief second.
While it was over for a brief second. Okay, all right.
Thing.
Then if we're picking back up, then oh goodness.
Ah!
All right, Jayme has ruined the chat by saying Crunch is pounding a liver and mayonnaise milkshake.
I mean, I guess it's a simulation. You can do whatever you want, but I just have to question your motives.
He is evil.
He's still hiding behind the squad. He just reaches over to where he had put it, brings it back over. It's in one of those smoothie, once you make it home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like chunky. Like pieces getting stuck.
Oh my god.
He has to wipe mayonnaise out of his beard.
It's a boba tea in the mayonnaise or the boba.
It's a Nova.
Hey, I don't know what to tell you. You made it. I just approved.
Yeah, so Alecto is charging. Does Norfon do anything, or do you want to jump into anyone else's body?
I think Narfon just yells, "Hell yeah, I never trusted this dude anyway."
All right, Alecto, what are you doing to the Emperor?
I am going to body slam him. I'm going to try to knock the wind out of him and drive him to, the ground and grapple, I guess. Eventually is where I'm going. I'm just going to ram him and then try to grapple him.
Hell yeah. All right, give us an attack roll.
Yeah. Hey, after this is over, this may be grasping at straws, but Narfon just said that she never trusted the Emperor, and maybe 10 minutes ago she said she thought he was chill.
I noticed that. That did not sneak past me.
She's mid-rampage, and she's like,
You know who never trusted the fucking Emperor? Gale.
Let's see. I rolled a 9. My 2-hit bonus is an 8.
And you're just trying to grapple, right?
Yeah.
So you're coming in, and you get within maybe a foot, and you just slide the fuck right off of the Emperor's force field and go tumbling past to the point where you're like in front of one of the armed goons who's got a rifle pointed at your belly.
All right. Well, is it too late to change my action?
No, I mean, that was part of it. Yeah, like, because you're just grappling. You weren't trying to do damage. There's
right.
no way
I was
to get
basically
through it.
charging. Yeah. So, I would like to knock.
Oh, I would let you, if you wanted to, like, try to tumble or jump so you don't end up near one of his guys. I'd let you do something there.
Okay, yeah, because I have tons of tumbling and stuff. I would like to tumble behind this guy.
Hell yeah.
Let's see, 5. I have 1 rank in tumbling. and a wind of 12.
So 19.
So that's 19.
Let's see if this guy can block you. He just kind of twists and drops his knee and slides his foot in. And he's wearing power armor, so it locks like right as you get around him, and you're just kind of stuck. So you're standing next to him as he turns.
Okay.
Next up is Crunch. If Crunch saw Keziah get wiped out, and then Alecto attack the fucking Emperor.
Well, this is evil Crunch, right?
Yeah.
I feel like he would wonder why this is happening. And he might try to get to the bottom of it. What do you think?
I mean, isn't this like a simulation of me?
Yeah, it should
Like, it's
be
not the real
you.
me. Okay. Oh, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's like you, so.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this weird weightlifting fake Crunch might not an investigation.
You pull out your phone and you start Googling Emperor's force field.
Yeah.
Or you're emailing friends like, the Emperor just busted into the gym in Alecto's attack.
This is weird, right? Has anyone ever had this happen? How has this ever happened to you?
Going to the space version of Facebook, Spacebook.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Emperor just walked in and he fully like whipped out his force field.
Yeah, is there like any researching or
Sure,
anything?
yeah. Crunch is madly going through his Palm Pilot, trying to get some. He's using his version of your resources,
Okay.
ability,
Yeah.
or gain insight, and then he's like, Emperor, I claim right of parley. And the Emperor like puts up his hands like this, like gives Crunch the like most just exasperated, fucked up look, and he's like, fine. And he turns around and like walks out. And I assume, Alecto, he means for you to follow.
I'll follow, but I'm mad about it.
I mean, he passes within a few inches, so if you wanna.
Well, I know he's got a force field now, so maybe Alecto will just bide her time. Seeing Keziah smashed was the trigger, and but she's also not stupid. So she stands up and she like pushes the guy in the power armor, like, what up? Like shoulder checks him and then
Yeah.
follows the Emperor.
Similar to the Emperor, he barely moves. But you think you got your point across. What about Narfon? And I guess Crunch would, of course, follow. He's mediating this meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, did I just miss the result, or did my last gambit do anything?
Oh, yes, light check for Alecto.
Especially now that we're out of combat.
Okay.
Wait, are we still in combat?
No.
Okay, we're out of combat. Did it work?
Stop making me roll dice. I rolled another one.
Fucking
Oh,
roll
no.
better.
What did you
Can
roll?
I give Ash an action point? Like, is that a thing?
No.
Ash, you should have 2 from last time. So
Okay.
Narf-
Yeah. I'll
Can
spend an action
Narfon
point.
cast boost?
you
I'll
could
cast an action
try.
point. I'll spend an action point.
I don't think you've tried to do magic in here yet.
I haven't used action points in a while. Remind me what happens.
You're just gonna re-roll.
Oh, we reroll. Okay. 10. Son of
Hell
a bitch.
yeah.
Oh, finally. Oh, yes. Yes.
And another 10.
Oh yeah!
And 5.
Norfon, take the wheel.
So maybe evil, possibly not. Crunch walks up to you smiling and gives you a thumbs up, and you just lock in on Narfon, and you're like, that's Gale, isn't it? And you hear Grace say, I think it's time to wake up, Alecto.
What?
Hey, Alecto. Hey, Alecto, guess what?
What? What?
Butternut.
I don't think Alecto knows. That was just between you and...
Oh, Gale doesn't care if Alecto knows or not.
Oh, she's just being weird.
I know now. Like butternut. Butternut.
I imagine Butternut is so strange that it just pops her out of it.
Hell yeah. So, Crunch, you're sliding out of your seat, and Alecto just opens her eyes and looks completely serene and poised.
Don't even seem to mind that I pooped in this chair.
You just pop right up.
Yeah. It happened naturally once she saw simulation Keziah get absolutely wrecked. My friend got hit so hard, I shit myself.
No, totally graceful and poised. Like I'm used to being like this is no problem. Like coming up out of a deep meditation. Keziah, you're okay.
I am. Welcome back.
I'd give you a hug, but you're not the hugging type. But I'm thinking it real hard.
I appreciate it. I also appreciate you not giving me a hug.
Crunch, you're also here. He's just like retching in the corner.
I'll take my hug later, thanks.
You're not wearing a weird outfit.
And somewhere in a dreamscape, Gale is just gasping.
Oh, yes.
Oh. You have had some medicine. You should drink some water. Slowly, not like Crunch.
Okie doke.
Where is Gale?
I don't know. I think Gale was I'm guessing that was some kind of computer simulation. I don't really know. But something not real. It was plugged into a machine. So I'm guessing Gale was still in there. Pretty sure I saw Gale there. It didn't look like Gale, but it sure talked like Gale.
Yes. I had the same. Grace,
Keziah,
where is Gale?
Gale is currently in her quarters.
Thank you.
Shall I raise her for you?
I can find her. Keziah will go to Gale's room.
Okay, what about Crunch and Alecto?
I'll follow Keziah.
Okay. All right.
If I'm able to walk, I will also.
You can lean on me, Mr. Crunch.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you're a little sore from all the squats. No, you're a little sore from your hallway fight, and before that, all that mech fighting. It gets pretty chafy in there in a mech suit.
I should wear tiny red shorts in there, and help with the chafing. I don't know why that just occurred to me.
Grace says as you're walking to Gale's room, Grace says, perhaps next time I can increase the amount of lubricant in the system.
I'm not sure there will be a next time, Grace.
That's what she said. about the lubricant, not the grace thing. I'm not very good at these jokes.
All right, Gale, as soon as Alecto notices what's going on, she vanishes, and you are thrown back into this purpley, light green, nebulous haze. But you're in outer space, so you kind of freak out for a second that you're like in the vacuum. But then you realize you can breathe, or you don't have to, or something. And then you see, what's his name? Maja de
de
Gultaman.
I remembered it first. Haha.
Ha-ha! He's talking to Abelard, who's in a fancy suit, and he has like the top 3 buttons opened up. And he just looks like all crisp. He's got gold cufflinks and really shiny shoes. And he looks over and he's like, "Ah, Gale, you've completed your mission."
Yeah.
It went well.
It was difficult, but yeah, I did it. I was really worried there for a second, but I did it.
Well, I must tell you, I'm proud of you, and that last session was probably good for you and Alecto.
Gale is sweating bullets.
You were able to see that Alecto knew you and could see you for you.
I mean, yeah, I didn't know how I was gonna convey that I was myself to literally anyone, but I I think it's really interesting. I don't think that anyone's really. I don't think I've known anyone long enough for them to know what I'm like. So, this is new and feels good.
Abelard, who is obviously Nobjadal, just wearing his sexy outfit, or his look, to try it on, after seeing it in the simulation. And she says, "You and Maja make a good team."
Oh my God, please never do that again. Oh my God, I got so nervous. Oh my God. Oh, oh, oh. All right. I'm good now. I'm good. I'm good.
He
It's fine.
shrinks and turns back into this little wizened old lady. And she chuckles. What did you think of your friends seeing their mettle tested in that way? Did they measure up?
Oh, we face crazy shit all the time. I know they can handle themselves. It's just a matter of snapping them out of it.
Well, I'm glad to have been a part of this experience. It's been a long time since I knew anyone quite like this. Goodbye, Gale.
Goodbye, other godfriend.
Maja smiles and reaches down and collects you, and he grows massively as he picks you up, so that almost like you're a little baby that he's cradling as you fly up and out of the nebula, and you hear birds fluttering around you and chimes, and then you wake up and somebody's pinging your door comm button.
Keziah actually just has her finger pressed. She's not letting go. She's like, "Meh."
Okay, I just got back to sleep. Fine, come in. I get up and open the door.
Alecto tumbles past you, jumps up on the balls of her feet, looks around. Okay, everything's fine.
A minute later, Crunch comes crawling in the room.
Where Alecto had dropped him.
Yeah.
Oh. Gale,
Keziah.
are you all right?
Oh, you know what? I'm actually feeling so very good right now because of what you said to me.
Ah, yes. I am so glad that you remember.
Oh, me too. And it's gonna be real fun. It's gonna be real fun from now on.
Does this have to do with butternut squash?
Yes, yes, it does. It is all about butternut squash, isn't it, Gale? It's a recipe.
I was tired, but now I am hungry.
Gale is a better cook than I am.
I keep starting to jump in, and I'm like, I'm not in this scene.
Then in comes evil Crunch. He's got a couple of free weights. Can't be stopped.
Gale opens the dimensional inventory and gets a fucking kettlebell.
I would actually like Gale to make an insight check.
I'm so nervous. I forget, did I put anything into insight? Did I literally put anything there? Oh, wonderful. No bonus to insight. Here we go. Oh, fuck yes. Okay, hold on. It was a 10. It was a 10, and I need to roll again.
Keep it rolling.
Oh, yeah, no, that's about right. So, fuck, what stat again?
Shadow.
Shadow? Okay, that's good still. 23.
Yeah, Gale definitely would get that. Keziah is being very, like, straight-faced right now, and it kind of appears like she's giving Gale a look, and, like, her voice is very stern, but there is, like, a hint of, like, playfulness or camaraderie or something behind it. Like, you might actually be a friend to her. It's probably a little confusing.
You see Gale shudder a little bit. Like, I think Keziah sees this kind of, like, understanding of, yes, this is what a person does when they're forming relationships, but it's never been the way she's formed a relationship, and it's certainly not an emotion she's seen from Keziah. I think, I think she silent. She's just gonna give you a wink and then go like, "Okay, seriously though, that was a lot of energy, and I'm really hungry. Is there like a cafeteria on this ship?"
The door opens, and Hatima's there looking like she was running. And she goes, Alecto, are you okay?
Yeah. Very confused.
They told me you were trapped in the sim. I was all the way at the other end of the ship. Are you all? Everybody's fine?
Oh, I got him out.
You got him out? Well, there was a computer virus, and there was this strange entity that surrounded the ship.
Fuck me, there was a virus? I had no clue.
all the systems were acting haywire. I couldn't make sense of it, but everybody's fine.
Yes. More or less.
Crunch and Alecto are on a lot of drugs, but I think they'll be good.
Oh, it was one of those kind of games, huh?
I had to help them out of it, but
Yeah.
they'll be all right.
Crunch, are you feeling any weird things from the drugs you took in it?
I have an insatiable craving for milkshakes. I don't understand why.
Oh, please don't. Please don't. Because it wasn't even your simulation, and I saw you with the milkshake, and I hated every second of it. If you ever recreate it, it will be the end of your existence.
All right, we'll leave it there. Thank you, friends. Really quick, Jayme has to go in a few minutes. So, Jayme, did you have any likes?
I liked the whole night. This has been a very fun, like kind of like a subplot. Feels like a mid-season kind of a thing going on. I loved all the layers. Probably the highlight is just everything that happened in that freaking gym. It's just like wall to wall.
It's just chaos.
It's pure chaos. Just everything that happened in there. It's
Everybody was
nonsense. I
saying
loved
no,
it.
but all the characters. No, there's a kettlebell for you.
That was a miracle roll. Oh my god.
36. Holy shit. Oh, poor evil Keziah got her brain broke.
Yeah, I gotta say, it's the first time I've ever had a character get completely and utterly brained and yet also not. So that was a lot of fun. I liked it. I liked getting to imagine my character dragged off Trail of Blood.
Hey, you can follow me by the Trail of Blood.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that if it didn't work.
Oh man.
I was gonna suggest it.
Any other likes, folks?
This kind of like spans through both episodes, but I really liked seeing how you all interacted with your simulations because it was a really like it was very unique for all three of you.
Oh, yes. Thank you for playing along there. And we never would have got liver and mayonnaise milkshake if we hadn't.
Yes.
Some would argue perhaps we shouldn't have got that to begin with, but it's true.
I would be one to argue it, yes.
Gotta bulk up, bro.
Yeah.
In fact, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and say my thorn is a liver and mayonnaise milkshake.
Fair enough.
See, I even like liver, and I think that is maybe one of the most disgusting things I have imagined
Yeah,
in a while.
you could have said any combination of things, and you did say those two things, and it's very cursed.
I was going for protein and calories, and that just it came to mind, you know.
Wonderful. Get some whey in there. Don't do this to yourself.
He's got to bulk up those hammies, those quads for the squats.
Yeah, the squats.
Gotta have some cholesterol in there from the mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Jayme, I want to see you make this and take exactly one sip.
Gotta work out your blood vessels in your heart.
And wishes for next time.
Mhm.
I don't know. Where do we go from here?
Yeah. I'm very curious to see where this is heading. I think that's where I'm at. That's my wish. Figure out where this is going.
All right. It was really nice to see the team coming together.
Yeah. It's wild because, like, we've been playing in this, like, Stoneflower season for, like, a good bit, and I feel like we finally, like, we hit the point where we were a team a while ago. We're finally hitting the point where, like, we're getting along.
Yeah.
Yeah. And next one, it's like you're back from the retreat, where like the coworkers like bonded with the ropes course and whatnot, and we'll get back to the boring work of rescuing your friend who you thought was dead and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I like that that's your day job.
Yeah.
Doing adventure.
Hey, here's a cool wish. Here's a cool wish. I want for us all to figure out what happened to Prosamaya, because I don't think we've found that out yet.
Yeah, that's a hanging plot thread.
He's in a well, we left him in a hospital bed on the Comet Seeker.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So.
The Comet Seeker will return. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Jayme and Ash and Kristy and AJ. Really quick, tell people your handles on the socials, and we'll just forget about X, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the X we don't want to talk
Just
about.
exit.
Yeah.
Jayme, go first, because you have to leave the soonest.
Look me up on this happening new website called Blue Sky or something. I'm just Jayme Antrim. I scored my name as a username. I am happy. I have maybe 5, whatever you call a Blue Sky message up there.
Skeets, which I refuse to
Skeets.
call them. Skeets. They're it's
That
awful.
makes me think of skeeters. I don't want that. No.
Makes me think of skeet, 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 which is like rappers talking about cum,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You never heard one of those rapper songs?
I feel so bad for Skeet Ulrich right now.
What do you think was happening when the sweat dripped down his balls?
Man, I don't know.
Anyway,
I hear rap all the time, but I don't.
Poor
listen to
Skeet
it.
Ulrich.
I call them posts. I call them posts.
I like posts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could call them bloops.
Bloops.
Yeah,
Bleats.
blurts.
We could call them bloops.
Blots, like instead of thoughts, it's blots.
Mm-hmm.
Although you'd have to spell it like lots, which is confusing. It wouldn't look like thoughts.
I don't know. Anyway, you can find me on Blue Sky at AJ the Slayer.
What about you,
I
Ash?
just figured I'd go next. You can find me on Blue Sky at AJ the Slayer. You can find me on like most places if you search some variation of AJ the Slayer. If it doesn't work with just letters, try putting underscores in the middle of every word. And also, I have a podcast called Christmastide Ohio that I do with a bunch of friends. We play Kids on Bikes. We play in this Christmas town. It's an anthology series, so we are going from grade 1 to grade 12. We are currently starting to release episodes from season 5, and it is just a fun mystery story about witches and weird goings on in this like overly cheery town.
It's really great. You should listen to it.
Hell yeah. And Ash?
And I also make the music for it, so fuck yeah.
Yeah. I didn't know that. Hell yeah. You can find me on Blue Sky as Dr. Mod, DOKTORMOD. I'm also on Mastodon, not so much these days, but I'm there if you are and you want to DM me or whatever. You also should pay for the Patreon and listen to my D&D episodes.
Oh
That's
my God,
right.
they're so good.
Yeah.
Yes, patreon.com/shatteredworldsrpg. I think it's $4 a month. Check it out.
It's worth it.
Got over 100 episodes or something. I mean, just so many good things over there. And
100 of them.
Kristy?
Shit, yeah.
I am also on the Patreon. I play a character named Matthias on Ash's D&D campaign. Yep, that's the word I was looking for. And I have some short stories up for free on a website called Vocal, but they're under my full name, which is real long. So look for a link to that in the show notes. And And I also just joined the bandwagon and made a blue sky, but there's nothing on there yet, so if I ever put anything on there, I will let you know.
What's your handle?
It's Kmitko. It's Kmitko.
Perfect. Yes, you can find us on Facebook and our Facebook group, True Heroes of Shattered Worlds RPG. I guess that's it for now. And then on my side, I'm at El Jefe Tacoma on Threads and Facebook and Instagram and Blue Sky. Check out my stream every other Sunday at 6:30 on Twitch, twitch.tv/omniversalescapades. It's a lot like this, but you can see my face as I do it with some other good people. And right now we're doing a cowboy post-apocalyptic D&D thing, which has been a lot of fun. And then I also have my show about speculative fiction. It's called The Great and Secret Knowledge. We've covered Piranesi, X-Files, The Wizard of Oz. We're moving on to the Bartimaeus trilogy and possibly the Vorkosigan saga. I just watched The Thing, and we're going to talk about it tomorrow. So look for that on your podcatcher of choice, The Great and Secret Knowledge. And please contact us. Join our Patreon. Once again, patreon.com/shatteredworldsrpg. And send us an email at shatteredworldspod@gmail.com. I might have said that already, but I just want to get it in there before you leave, folks. That sounded weird.
A little bit.
If we were on Archer, he would have said phrasing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to get it in there before you leave,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it rolling. Shout out to Space Knife for letting us use their track, I'm Taking Off, Shield Your Eyes, from their Into the Black Hole EP. Thanks, Space Knife. Keep it rolling. I'm going to have to keep sack skin.
You're going to have to keep sack skin. It's so important. Jayme.
Okay, I don't know how to pronounce this, Jayme, but I'm going to quote from the text. I
Most of my jokes are unpronounceable. It's fine.
So, folks, I went back to look at my notes from last time to see kind of what I could do to educate Ash about last time on. And I found this bizarre diagram that I drew while really stoned one night. And it is how I managed to make my time travel situation in my books make sense. And that's what it looks like.
Uh-huh.
It was very interesting.
I see time is not a flat circle. It is, in fact, several very large ones increasing in size.
Mm-hmm.
Or decreasing, depending on which direction you're traveling.
Yes. It also has two little baby circles with other circles.
Those are the three different time zones that the heroes travel to.
Ah, so what about, is there a mountain time zone?
Surely there's mountains in there somewhere. I mean, way back here, there's definitely inside a mountain. And up here, they go inside the mountain. You know, I think they go through null gates. So like null gates are in mountains generally.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all mountain time.
Or at least underground.
There's Pacific Mountain Time, Central Mountain Time.
That's right. That's right. You know, Buffett has his island time. Like, we're going to corner the market on mountain time.
Space Mountain Time.
I think that might be copyrighted. AJ has their hand up.
If time is pregnant, who's the father?
And it should maybe also be noted that Crunch is currently riding a wonderful roller coaster of uppers and downers. So...
I missed an eventful episode.
Yeah.
A 1, a 2.
A 1, 2, 3.
It hurts every time. But my trust is just built up to this great level and it's completely destroyed.
I would also check.
Can I get him jacked on horse gravy?